Welcome, boys and girls, men and women, children of all ages. Thank you so much for jumping in to this video right now. My name is Danny Coldblood, aka My Music Vidiot, and I am back at it with another video. About a week or so ago, I came out with that secret code found video. You're looking at the thumbnail for it right now. Well, I told you there was going to be a part 2 coming soon. Well, poof, here we are, and here it is. And I'm going to jump right into it because this video is jam-packed with some mystery goodness for all that are watching. So last time we talked about the different stuff that Rockstar kind of placed right in front of us. We just had to do a little bit of hunting, like how I used the editor to go ahead and basically glitch through my online character's hand to see the secret code that was etched in on the new handle of the revolver that we got within online recently. Well, Rockstar throws things all over the place, basically in our faces, right in plain sight. Like the description of things. If you look at the description of this vehicle, it talks about the cracked code. Well, something I just noticed earlier today really threw me for a spin. Take a look at this loading screen. It says, GTA Online Worship the Cone. That is very suspicious, but what's more suspicious than that is what it says in the actual paragraph. It starts out by saying, is it art? Is it fashion? Why can't it be both? As part of the Diamond Casino Heist Update, players who own the esteemed yellow dog with cone statue can get early access to wares from the hottest and most enigmatic new brand around, including 2 yellow dog with cone t-shirts, a chain, and a pair of slip-on sneakers. Are you seeing exactly what is standing out so significant right now? The fact that it's a piece of art that we could buy in the casino. That's nothing new. We know that they've been doing that since the new casino came out. We've been able to buy, wall art, floor art, all different types of art. And a lot of it's actually been very much significant when it comes to the unsolved Chiliad mystery. There's Easter eggs and secrets tying to Rockstar's previous games, tying to the mural, tying all over the place. To be completely honest, they really went above and beyond with the different casino art, with showing us secrets, Easter eggs, and connections and clues. They really did. I've covered this on previous videos, so check out the channel and the stuff that you might have missed, because it's loaded with a bunch of stuff. I'm telling you, Rockstar really went gung-ho. If you missed out on this stuff, definitely look into it. But this is the thing I'm really trying to focus on. This loading screen blew me away because it's saying that we'll get something special, like an extra little slip-on sneaker or a chain. I don't really care what the extra stuff is. The point is that we're getting extra stuff if we own this specific piece of art, and not just this specific piece of art. It has to be this color and specific piece of art. So, not only does it have to be the dog with the cone, but it has to be the dog with the cone, and it has to be yellow. Okay? And it's kind of interesting that it says worship the cone. There's a lot of things that make me think of, like, cults and stuff, like, religion, when we say the word worship, like the Epsilon, Children of the Mountain. That stuff might be something we might want to, keep in our back pocket and think about when we're looking at stuff concerning words like that. Okay? But take a look at this. Look at all the different variants of art that we have, okay? Let alone the price and how much it would cost for all these things. But there's multiple pieces and multiple colors for each piece. But as you can see, most of the stuff that I have, I only bought one color of only one type of piece of art. Because, unless you're anal having to have every single piece, the only exception I would consider is if there was different, poses. But there's not. It's the same damn pose of each piece of art, just with different color variants. So why would somebody buy every single different color or every single piece of art? And how do we know that there's a certain piece of art out there with a specific color that would give us anything special? Nothing really stands out about this damn dog, okay? I don't really understand what Rockstar is trying to say, besides the fact that they've been saying the same thing time and time again, and that is time, location, order. They're trying to show us, I believe, that we have to have the right things in the right places at the right times and the right locations. And that goes for, I guess, now our art and where we place it in our house, as well as maybe where we have to be out in the actual game during what time of day, and after having what completed on our character, and after doing what action, maybe we'll see some kind of a trigger, and that will ultimately lead to the solving of the Chiliad mystery. But the thing is, they're getting really down and dirty, I mean nitpicky, by saying, hey, there's this one piece of art you gotta buy. I know there's different variants, and it's only a color that's gonna make it different, but if you pick the right one and the right color, ding ding ding, you can have some slip-on shoes. Who cares? I mean, it's not about the prize, it's about the journey. It's not the destination, guys. They're showing us what we need to do on our journey so we can get to the damn end of this puzzle, of this mystery, and solve it once and for all. We're talking a lot about GTA 6 lately. I just did a discussion with Debs. We gotta get GTA 5 wrapped up before we could jump in to the next one, you know what I mean? But when trying to analyze what Rockstar might be actually showing us, like for a literal situation, there's a cone on the dog, there is a cone on the bird, the chicken in Paleto Bay that's on a bell, and that might be part of the clue. That might be something that we should be focusing on, because it is a dog with a cone. So the only other things with cones that I know about are, well, the most significant thing would be the Cluck and Bell chicken with the cone on its head sitting on the bell in Paleto Bay. In my last video, I did a discussion with Dibs, like I said, and we just got done talking about how there's actually a Cluck and Bell in the city where we can see the bell and there's an egg actually inside of it. Is that egg symbolic of an Easter egg? Is it symbolic of the egg on the mural? Is it symbolic of this damn cone on this damn dog? You know, is it all tied together? Is this the right perspective, when looking at this whole situation? Let me know your thoughts, your opinions, your theories, everything in the comments down below, and maybe together as a community we can get a little bit closer to looking at this the way that Rockstar wants us to look at it, with the certain perspective that will open up the entire thing and we'll be able to follow the leader directly into the ecstasy of solving the Chiliad mystery. And I was thinking about the color yellow. Maybe they picked that color variance because it's close to gold. Maybe yellow is an important color, especially when looking at the different art within the game. Eventually, we're going to understand this whole cone, dog piece of art that has to be yellow. We'll get it eventually, and then we'll understand the pattern tied to it. Because Rockstar, they've been specific before about certain things like Macbeth. We have to drink that specific type of alcohol to have certain Easter eggs happen. And they've done that update after update after update. So at first it usually seems random, but then after a while we see a certain pattern. Rockstar usually has a pattern tied to them, especially when it's them delivering different clues to us. But it always follows a basic outline, and I'm noticing that it's gonna be the same thing no matter how specific they want to get with certain things. A yellow dog, a blue dog, Macbeth liquor, vodka, it doesn't matter. The basic point is doing things at the right time or within the right time frame, having the right prerequisites met, having the right weather, having the right location. All of these things are what matters. And if you remember, the information that we gathered from doing the Macbeth liquor different situations gave us a lot of great intel when looking at this mystery. We woke up on the mountain with that tattoo, and we're located basically at Old Man's Crack. And it's coincidental that the tattoo we get when we wake up has an arrow pointing at our crack. And the UFO happens to spawn right there at Mount Chiliad with us, and it's tied directly to everything that we've went through with single player and even other Rockstar titles. Because remember the Space Docker parts? We had to collect all the different Space Docker pieces, the alien pieces. Well, when we do that, we basically get a trophy or an achievement called Beyond the Stars, and we basically get that from collecting and returning all spaceship parts to Omega. Well, it's question mark, question mark, question mark when we look at the name of the tattoo, but if you look at the bottom of the tattoo names, it says From Beyond the Stars, the same name as the achievement for getting the Space Docker, basically. So you can see how the connections go full circle. and it's even tied to certain movies as well, but we'll talk about that at a later time. Basically, the connections are going full circle, and it's not even like they stop there. The image of the tattoo resembles the eye at the top of this mural, and it also makes me think of taking a shot to the stars or shoot for the stars. Rockstar likes to hide things in plain sight, in loading screens and descriptions on their website. If you look at this is from Rockstar's website. And if you look at the highlighted part, Rockstar basically tells us to go drink some Macbeth whiskey. Now, think about it. Read between the lines. They're not just saying, hey, go have a drink. They're telling us to drink a specific drink. They're letting us know, time and time again, that there's something more. They're giving us the clues. We just have to find the patterns. This is nothing new. They've been doing this for a while. Look at this slot machine. On the bottom left, you can see it says wow. Like the wow signal, maybe? Look at this slot machine. It says Hope Eclipsed. Is that a clue that we need an eclipse? They've been doing the same process for so long, it even goes back to the good old days of the Nintendo 64, where there was a game called Body Harvest. Rockstar even threw the clues in on that game when they created Body Harvest. Look at the names of the stuff on the screen right now from the game Body Harvest. I'm serious, back from the Nintendo 64 days. We see that the boss's name is Leviathan, like the roller coaster we have, and Cerberus. Cerberus is a mask that we just got within the Diamond Heist update, and that is tied directly to Manhunt, as I explained in one of my recent videos. They've been doing this stuff time and time again. Even look at the dates. They use the same dates, they use the same names, like a comet. Okay, a lot of stuff, like Mackenzie. Mackenzie's hangar? Mackenzie's airfield? It's not a lack of creativity that they didn't choose a different name, because we know Rockstar's very creative. There's a reason why they're using the same names. Maybe there's something we can learn from looking at some of Rockstar's older titles, like Body Harvest from 64. I loved that game back in the day. It was very original. You know, they've always impressed me. And think about it. The stuff that they've given us is not new. Macbeth is tied directly to... It's actually a poem, okay? Tied to music. We know that Rockstar and sound tied to music. And it's not just limited to GTA. No, in Red Dead Redemption we have the Macbeth Cauldron, where that mysterious thing happens, where we drink out of the cauldron and we wake up and we don't know what happened. Think about it. We have the Undead Nightmare Mask in Red Dead Online at Old Man, not Old Man's Crack, but Old Man Jones, where we could change our fate or fame or shame, okay? And that ultimately ties to Bigfoot with the Undead Nightmare, but we also have Bigfoot in GTA 5. You see how they're bouncing back and forth between their titles? Well, in GTA 5 recently for Halloween, we were able to collect peyotes in the online, and we were able to become Bigfoot and Chop. That's really interesting, since we can't even become Chop in single player unless we're using Chop, for a single player story mission. Is it for the gold collar? Is that what they're hinting at? Is that the yellow dog with the cone? Is that, a clue that's connected? I don't know. All I know is that they took away them damn peyotes in online. I do believe there's a reason though, and there's something that's standing out, and that one thing is weather. I really do believe that if we're going to solve it, it's going to be solved in different ways. I believe there's a single player aspect, I believe there's an online aspect. And from everything that I'm learning and noticing and picking up on, I really do believe that we have to solve the online aspect at a certain point in time, and I mean in real life. Like when we get snow in the game. Yeah, that's only one point in time in real life, and that's around Christmas time every year. I don't think we can solve the online aspect at any point in time. I really do believe it's a strict time frame, and I do believe it's going to be around Christmas time. And there's a lot of clues backing that up, but I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll talk about that stuff at another point in time. I do want to thank you guys all for jumping in and sticking through the video. Hopefully you see what I'm seeing, hopefully you're understanding what I'm saying. If you do like the video and it helped you out in any way, please leave me a like letting me know that you enjoyed the video. If you're new, think about subscribing if this is the kind of content that you're into. And for everyone else, thank you again for your continued support. I will see you all in the next video or broadcast. Thank you once again. Until next time, take it easy. Ta-ta, and as always, peace.